Number 10, Chris Carpenter's Game 5 in 2011. One of the finest pitch games I've ever seen. Carp outdueled his best friend, the late Roy Halladay. Listen closely. He went 9 innings, allowed 3 hits, and walked no one. It was the 304th start of his career and his very first 1-0 shutout. Chris Carpenter was a man who didn't fear the big stage, but rather embraced it. Number 9, Albert Pujols homers off Brad Lidge in Game 5 of the 2005 NLCS. A monstrous 3-run bomb that turned Minute Maid Park into the country's largest morgue. It was like a giant mute button was pushed in that building. Background, Lidge was the game's most intimidating reliever at the time, and Albert was the most unstoppable hitter. Something had to give, and did it ever. Number 8, this is an entry. Jose Oquendo hit 1 homer in the 1987 regular season. Tom Lawless did not hit any, but Jose hit a 3-run bomb in Game 7 of the NLCS off Atlee Hamaker to propel the team to the World Series. And in that World Series, Lawless hit a homer off Frank Viola in Game 4. He famously flipped the bat and walked for 9 seconds admiring it. Number 7, Willie McGee's Game 3 of the 1982 World Series in Milwaukee. The legend started to grow. In the first inning, McGee went over the wall to rob Paul Molitor. Then he turned into Babe Ruth by blasting 2 home runs. He only hit 4 all season. He did it again in center field in the 9th inning. That was a ball player, folks. Number 6, Albert Pujols' Game 3 in the 2011 World Series. No one in baseball history has ever had a World Series game of 3 homers, 5 hits, 6 RBIs, and 14 total bases. Reggie and Ruth both hit 3 homers in a game, but not the rest. Skip Schumacher said after the game, "I'm glad it happened in a World Series game because he should be mentioned as the greatest player of all time, right-handed or left-handed." Number 5, Bob Gibson's 1968 World Series Game 1. Don Larson may have thrown a perfect game, but Gibson may have been even more dominating on this day. 17 strikeouts, never done before or since. 143 pitches, 5 hits and 1 walk. The leg kick, the slider, and the legend in an unforgettable day at Busch Stadium. Number 4, Yadier Molina's home run in Game 7 of the NLCS in Shea Stadium. An unlikely hero at the time, it was a season where Yadi hit .216 with just 6 homers. But how does it get any bigger than a 9th inning game-winning homer in New York to put the Birds into the World Series? Number 3, Jack Clark. I think this was bigger. Game 6, 1985 NLCS in LA. Maybe Tommy Lasorda's worst decision to have Tom Niedenfuer pitch to Clark instead of Andy Van Slyke. Clark was a portrait of power with all that bat speed. Who could ever forget that blast? Number 2, 1985 Game 5 NLCS. 3,009 at-bats from the left side without hitting a homer for Ozzie Smith. And then it happened. And it could be Jack Buck's most famous call ever.
Go crazy, folks! Go crazy! It's a home run!
Number 1, Game 6, 2011 World Series, the David Freese game, and arguably the best World Series game ever played. 4 hours and 33 minutes, 19 runs. The Cardinals down to their final breath or strike twice. They scored runs in the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th innings. No team has ever done that. And no player has ever lifted a city like David Freese on this night.
We will see you tomorrow.